So today I found the most savage, epic, and awesome PNG tuber on the planet. Like, I need to be this guy's friend. And I mean, just look at his videos. He is the coolest guy I've ever seen in my life. You know, he's so cool that he'll post videos such as How I Snuck Into the Only Girl's Sleepover Part 1. Nah, but real talk, how obsessed with validation do you need to be sharing these stories on the internet in this format? Like, 90% of this guy's content is pretty much him telling stories about how he's, I don't know, hooked up with different girls. And he does it so much to the point where I think the only reason he posts it is so that people on the internet think that he's cool. So the legend that I'm talking about is a shorts YouTuber that goes by the name of Baba. You can't say that guy's name and sound intelligent. Every time I say Baba, I feel like my IQ drops a bit. So yeah, Baba, legendary YouTuber with some great story times. So I figured today we're just gonna watch them, and I mean, yeah, let's start with The Gay Guy at the Bar Part 1. Because, you know, Baba's got such a crazy life to share with the internet. I'm sure this story time is gonna be really entertaining and totally real and not made up.
So I'm not gay.
Okay, bro.
Nor do I have a problem with any people in the LGBTQ community, or how many genders there are nowadays. I have no idea.
Wait, what? What does that have to do with homosexuality? How many genders there are versus being like James Charles or something? I don't think the two of them are very related, but okay, I guess we'll see where this is going. I trust you, Baba. Don't let me down.
But I respect each and every single one of you guys. But when you guys get to the point where it's a creepy vibe, it just doesn't sit well with me.
Bro, I know this guy did not just talk about creepy vibe. Look at your avatar. Look at your little character. Your branding, bro. You look like you unironically call girls on Discord calls your kitten. And I don't know, like, I feel like you wouldn't be above asking to see my feet or something. Like, you know what I'm saying, dude? You're creepy.
I remember, like, I want to say, like, almost 2 or 3 months ago, I went to a bar with me and my friends, and we were just hanging out, doing our own thing.
Okay, hanging out with the boys at the bar, doing your own thing. Gotcha. Drinking alcohol is hashtag epic. This guy's such a baller and a savage. Oh, man, I wish I had cool stories like him.
And in a way, like, I remember as we were sitting down getting totally drunk and going off, I remember there was this, like, really creepy old guy. Not old, but just some weirdo.
Nah, this guy doesn't look that creepy. He looks completely normal. Baba, what the hell kind of message are you sending to your audience by judging this lovely old man that you never even spoke to? Come on, Baba. I know you know better than that.
Okay, sitting in the back of the bar, staring me down like crazy. Now, at first, I was, like, really off-put about it. I was like, you know what? Like, maybe he's just mad at me, or maybe he's gonna beat me up. Like, who knows? Who knows? You know, I'm just gonna drink more so I don't feel the beating after.
Dude, if you were that sure that this random-ass elder was gonna swing at you in the bar, probably should have called the police. I don't think I've ever heard somebody say, oh, this guy looks like he's gonna beat me up. Well, may as well just drink more beer, so when he does beat me up, I don't feel anything.
But then, let's just say, he wasn't going for that kind of beating. He was going for another beating, or in a way, his own beating. Fall for part 2.
Oh, so he wanted to have intimate relations with you because he's gay. Gotcha. What a great story, Baba. Next on the list of totally believable, not made-up stories by Baba, we're gonna watch He Punched the Racist Teacher.
I think all of us have dealt with bad teachers throughout school.
Dude, this is what he does. He starts all of his videos off trying to sound as relatable and normal as possible to get people, like, thinking that he's telling the truth. In this video, for example, he starts it off by saying, well, I think everybody had bad teachers at some point, and since everybody on planet Earth has had at least one bad teacher, they're all, like, you know, saliva leaking out of their mouth, mindlessly nodding their heads at Baba like, yeah, I have had bad teachers.
Like, I remember me specifically, I had this one teacher back in high school that was super racist.
Whoa. That's not good.
And I'm not even joking when I say racist.
What? Nobody thought you were joking when you said he was racist? I'm so confused. You said, I had this really racist teacher in high school. No, I wasn't joking when I said racist. Like
he would literally, like, yell down the hallway, like, go back to class, you Nazis. And
oh, come on, bro. Stop the cap. Come on, you're just talking out of your ass at this point. Legit, no teacher has said that out loud in the hallway and maintained their job.
It was just really, really bad. But I remember one time we had this new student come into our class, and he was, like, from a Middle Eastern country. And me being nice, I kind of befriended the guy because he was, well, a pretty cool dude. And I remember one time in class, we both entered our social studies class watching a documentary that we were supposed to watch, and it was basically about this Middle Eastern kid's country, about how, you know, they're considered like terrorists and stuff. And I remember this kid didn't like the pressure that was happening, so he tried to leave. But then what ended up happening next was just not it. Fall for part 2.
Something about the fact that this guy uses family-friendly Minecraft parkour with shaders as his gameplay while he's talking about racism and physical assault. It's like, do you really want the 9-year-olds to be hearing about this, Baba? Come on, think of the kids. Think of the children, Baba.
Middle school, I never really had my balls drop.
And why did you have to share this with me? Like, don't get me wrong, I know Baba's entire YouTube channel is him posting about these epic stories that he gets involved in, but sometimes he'll just randomly say something so out of pocket. Like, I just don't get how somebody feels like they should post that on the internet. Like, what if your mom pulls up that video? You think she's gonna be happy? Like, her son is going on the internet talking over Minecraft gameplay about his own testes.
So let's just say getting a girlfriend wasn't really an option. The most God gave me when it came to puberty was a pubic stash that ended up being woman repellent. Anyways, I remember there's this one girl in our class I had a serious crush on. Like, she was the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
The way this guy talks in his videos, it just seems like he's so immature. Like, the stories that he's telling are stories that I would expect to hear from somebody who literally just found out what sex was, like they just had the talk. Like, if this guy told his stories to anybody his age, everybody would just be like, okay bro, cool story.
I was so obsessed with her. I remember that I had my locker beside her. We sat beside each other in class. Hell, I remember even writing about her in my diary journal. It's actually a journal. One day in class, I remember my teacher was saying how there was going to be a spring dance coming up. In my head, I was thinking about how badly I wanted to ask this girl out. If you want to hear the rest of this, like for part 2.
Like, I don't, and you know that I don't, but you're just farming views off these little children. I just know for a fact this was the guy who would just cap about random things for no reason just to seem cool. You know what I'm saying though? Like, he shows up late to school, one of his friends asks him, hey Baba, why are you so late to school? Baba's like, oh man, I'm so hungover. And his friend's like, no you're not. And he's like, oh shit, you're right. Like, this guy just, I feel like he's kind of like an instinctual liar. Like, I just see through these stories. Maybe just because I'm older and I can recognize it, but like, dude, stop.
I wanted to ask my crush to the school dance, but to be honest, I had no idea how to. So I remember searching up how to ask a girl out on the internet. Let's just say it didn't help. And also, a quick side note, I had a seriously bad stutter when I was growing up. The next day, I promised myself to ask her out on recess to the school dance. I had my favorite green Minecraft shirt on and was ready to ask her. But as I walked up to her, another guy that was a lacrosse player already started talking to her. Obviously, I started to tear up and put my head down and walk away. But then her friend walked up to me and said something that I was really shocked about. Her friend came up to me and said, you know, she wants you to ask her out, right? I looked at her in shock saying, why in the world would she want me to ask her out of all people? Then after that, she said, she told me she read your diary and she really likes how much you care about her.
Dude, this story, I swear I've like heard this before. Like, where is he getting this from? I know this is not his story. I think I actually heard this story before. I genuinely have a hunch that this guy is finding other people's story times and then just changing the character names to himself and treating it like it's his own story. Listen, I'm not trying to accuse this guy of stealing because truthfully, I don't know if he is. But if you are stealing content, why steal content to make videos for one of the weirdest / worst genres of internet content there currently is? I'm not saying it's right, but I can at least understand when somebody steals content if they're doing it to make like Mr. Beast type videos, because those are all the rage. But for something like this, I just don't get it. Nah, but with that all being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Comment down shotgun if you made it to the end of the video and I'll try to heart your comment. Big thanks to all of my channel members. As always, you guys rock. Follow my social medias and join the Discord server. Links are all down below, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.